Hello and welcome to the video. If you don't know me, I'm Ari Root and I like to make things. I was playing Minecraft the other day and it reminded me of something I had seen on Pinterest. There are these artists who started making little dolls of themselves as Minecraft characters, and I thought it was really cute, so I wanted to make one for myself. I think most of the time people will use cardboard to make these dolls, but I wanted to use air dry clay because I found it a lot easier and I thought I could make it a lot more expressive. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The first step is going to be sculpting, and like I said, I'm using air dry clay. These little cookie cutter things came in handy because let me tell you, trying to make a rectangle or a square by yourself is actually really hard. And now I'm going to make a little square bean by attaching the head and the body. I took a little while on deciding where I wanted the head, and even after this I did adjust it to go backwards a little because it kind of looked like she was slouching and I thought that was kind of weird. So making the hair was especially difficult because it is so teeny tiny and very thin. Put the main hair towards the front of the body because I feel like not a lot of Minecraft designs have hair on the back of it, and I feel like my hair is always forward and over my shoulders. Even if I put it back, it like comes back on my shoulders and it's really funny. For the arms and legs, I added a wire from the body to the appendage because I wanted to make sure that if I dropped it, said appendage would not fall off. For the position of the arms, I had her waving because I wanted her to look cute and friendly, even though I myself am actually pretty shy. But I also feel like a lot of the times that I draw myself, I do draw myself waving for some reason. I'm not really sure why, I just find it really cute. Also, I do apologize if my voice sounds kind of weird or a little nasally. I do have a cold, but it's okay. I'm here. I'm recording. We got this. Anyways, as you can see, I am using quite a different method to make the arms and the legs than I did for the body. And this is because they're smaller, and I didn't have a cookie cutter thing this small, unfortunately, because it would have been a whole lot easier with a cookie cutter. For the leg position, I am having her sitting because I was worried about having her standing and she wouldn't actually stand up, and also it's cute. After she is dry, I'm going in with this mixture of water and clay called Slip to make sure that all of the cracks are filled and nothing is going to come off. After the slip is completely dry, I'm going to sand everything down and make sure that there are no lumps or bumps and everything is smooth. The next thing I'm going to do is base coat all of the colors that I want on her. And let me just tell you, air dry clay drinks up paint. I think next time that I paint an air dry clay, I'm going to put a base coat of Mod Podge and see if that works better. Also, another funny anecdote. For some reason, trying to mix my skin color in paint was really hard. Like, I did not expect it to be so hard to just mix my skin tone. It was really weird. Next is to paint the hair, and if you didn't know, I'm a ginger, so we're going with an orangish brown. This color was also hard to get in paint, but I'm actually not surprised because when I draw my fox character, it's always really hard to get the color correct. So I wasn't very surprised that this color was hard to get, but mixing paint took forever. Next, I am going to paint on some jean shorts, and if you're starting to notice that my base coat is very messy, you would be correct, and that is because with my base coat, I'm just trying to slap on some color to get a basic idea, and then I'll clean it up. For the outfit on the little Minecraft Me doll, I decided to go with shorts and a sweater, because that is what I wear most frequently. And I know that's kind of weird, but listen, my legs don't get very cold, but my arms do, and I can't explain it. Also, sweaters are just so cozy. I always want to wear sweaters because I love them. I am basing the outfit that I am putting on this doll on a real outfit that I wear a lot, because it's my favorite sweater that I have. And also, I constantly wear pink sweaters. It's not like pink is my favorite color. My favorite color is actually a sage green. But for some reason, I just have a lot of pink. In the second coat of paint, I am starting to clean some things up, add some more color. As you can see, I added the pink stripe to the sweater and some little black shoes, and just adding extra details. Okay, I have a question. I really like to play Minecraft creative mode because I like to build houses and find cute animals and explore instead of trying to survive. One, because I'm not very good at it and I don't know how to win the game, but two, I just really like to build without worrying about a creeper coming along and exploding my house. But I'm curious, what mode do you guys like? Are you more of a explorer or builder, or do you just like to go out and kill a bunch of mobs? I added a little part of the shorts at the end where it looks like they are rolled up. One, because it's a really cute style in real life, and two, because the end of the shorts painted on kind of didn't look finished. It kind of just looked odd to me, which I thought this helped a lot. I brought in my tiny lining brush to clean up a lot of edges because they were very messy and also very hard to reach with my bigger brush. So this little guy helped out a lot. The sweater that I am basing this sweater off of is an off the shoulder, so I decided to bring that in because when I was looking through the sweaters on Minecraft, I found one that was similar and I just copied the way that they did it. I also decided to add some pockets to the shorts because it looked kind of empty and I thought it was cute. And besides, you need somewhere to store your jelly beans. I also started messing with the design of the shoes, trying to figure out what I wanted because I didn't really plan ahead on the shoes. So right now I'm just adding a little white bottom because I kind of want them to look like Converse, but like not completely Converse, you know? I added a thin line to the shoulder to make it look like a little strap so that it looks like there's like a tank top or something on underneath. Next, I started painting on the face, and unfortunately most of it was out of focus because it was really tiny detailing that I was doing here. But I went with the larger eyes because usually in Minecraft I will go with the larger eyes because they're like more innocent looking and very cute. here I'm adding what I'm pretty sure is called the tongue of the shoe. It's basically that little flap between the laces. This is a really small detail, but I thought it added a lot to the shoes because it made them look more realistic and have more character. I'm also giving her laces, which I was going to try to do them in little pixels, but that did not work. So I'm just going with straight lines, even though it's not technically Minecraft accurate. And I'm just going in with some last little details, the hairline, some hair details because Minecraft does that, and her eyes, and just like little things. I filmed her face detailing, but it was all out of focus and blurry and sometimes even not even in camera, so I cut most of it, but here's her detailing. She's really cute. So I'm just going to add a finishing coat of Mod Podge. And here I'm sure you're expecting an outro, but as you can see the video's not over, and I have a surprise. I was looking at her and I thought she could use a little friend. So we're gonna make her a cute little Minecraft bee. Bet you weren't expecting that. Although if you were, I'm like quite surprised and impressed by your sleuthing skills. Such a fun but hard word to say. Sleuthing. If you didn't know that word, you learn something new every day. Sculpting this little bee was pretty simple. I basically just made a square and cut little holes into it for the wings. After the bee dried, I gave her the same sanding treatment as the doll. She didn't need the slip though because she didn't have any cracks after she dried, which was really nice. Painting this little bee was a bear. Yuck yuck, see what I did there? Okay, I'll stop, that wasn't very funny. Anyways, I'm giving her a very messy, mostly for my fingers, base coat of yellow, which I did correct later though because this yellow isn't quite the right Minecraft bee yellow and I wanted it to be accurate. I then added her stripes, looking closely at a picture to make sure that they were the right size and the right amount. I was using my teeniest, tiniest paintbrushes, but it was still really hard to hold her and make sure that everything was painted correctly, and the camera was even struggling, as you can see. Even though it was really hard to paint her and stuff, I actually had a really fun time doing it because she's just so cute and cozy and I love Minecraft bees. The eyes were surprisingly easy and surprisingly hard to do, because there was nothing obstructing what I was trying to do, but trying to get them to be the same size and making sure that they're rectangular and not a weird angle was very hard. I'm not very good at making straight lines, I guess. Also, luckily the color of the bee's eyes was the same as the shorts that I made for my doll, so I didn't even have to mix a new blue. But seriously, look at how tiny she is. I'm using my smallest brush and she's not even half the size of my thumbnail. That is crazy. After her eyes were done, I did clean them up a bit to make sure that they were the right shape and size. For her wings, I'm making them out of gel nail polish, so I'm just laying down some saran wrap, making sure that it's completely clean, and then laying down my glossy top coat on it. After I cure these dots, I am going to go over them with some white nail polish because the wings in Minecraft don't have anything between the white. It makes them look like bee wings, so I'm trying to mimic that by using the clear and the white to make the wings. After that, I am going to cut them out, leaving the saran wrap on there because it's not coming off anyways. And I had to be really careful because look at how big those scissors are. One wrong move and my wings would be gone and I'd have to restart. Luckily though, there were no casualties and I was able to use both wings. After both were cut out, I just stuck them into the holes that I made on the back of the bee, and I put another top coat on them to make sure that both sides looked the same and that everything was sealed in and wouldn't come out. I also made her stinger, feet, and antenna out of nail polish because it was easy to make it 3D. And now we're at the end of the video as I am putting a top coat on the bee, avoiding her wings of course. And here's the montage. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd like to, my username for Instagram and Etsy are at the top, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!